Okay, let's say we now wanted to determine the probability of the score in a distribution associated with a particular probability. So for example, let's say we want to know what is the interquartile range in seconds for factory workers to assemble a part when the mean time of assembling a part for these factory workers is 75 seconds and the standard deviation of assembling a part is 5 seconds. Now, let's look at the diagram that we would draw in order to answer this question. Here it is. So we're looking at the interquartile range. So first of all, we need to determine the probability associated with the first interquartile range is this first 25% of scores, and the that's the lowest interquartile range. The top interquartile range, I shouldn't say interquartile range, sorry, the first quartile is the first 25% of scores, and the top quartile is the top 25% of scores. So previously we used the norm SINV command to determine the probability, the z-score associated with a particular probability in a standard normal distribution. Now we can use the norm INV command, which uses the same logic but determines the score associated with a particular probability in any normal distribution. So first of all, to determine the probability associated with the first interquartile range, we can just go equals norm INV, and then we go 0.25. We provide the mean, the standard deviation, and we write true. What have I done wrong there? I don't need the true. And so any scores of 71.63 or less, there's 25% of scores of 71.63 or less. Now, let's determine the same thing for the top interquartile range. So Excel always gives us the value to the left of the curve, so we need to know, if we want to know the values, top 25% of values, we first determine the lowest 75%. So 0.75, comma, the mean of the distribution and the standard deviation. And this tells us that 75% of values fall below 78.38 in this distribution. So the interquartile range is 71.63 to 78.37, because 25% of values fall below this and 25% of values fall above this, or 75% fall below that value.